Someone who buys every title on release day. What is a real collector? Someone who buys only limited editions. What is a real collector? Someone who buys every release from a specific studio. What is a real collector? Someone who buys based off packaging, either a steelbook or all slipcovers. What is a real collector? Someone who buys DVD, VHS, Blu-ray, and 4K. What is a real collector? Now, ever since I started YouTube, I always heard the term, are you a real collector? What is a real collector? Today, I wanted to talk about that real quick because after 8 years on YouTube, after over 25 years of collecting, I am still trying to figure out what makes someone a real collector. Now, for me, all of our collections are unique, special, and we should all say we got the greatest collection on earth because we have everything that we want in our collection. We spend our money how we want to spend it. We buy based on how we want to with our money. Now, anybody that sits here and tries to figure out, oh, why do you buy this or that? Why is a grown man pocket watching another grown man? Stop worrying about why people buy certain things with their own money. We all work hard for our money. Some people have more than others to spend. Some people are willing to spend more, even if they make a whole lot. Everybody doesn't want to spend money or a certain price point above what they're willing to. Just because something is coming out that's very popular, that person may like it, but they may not want to spend $40 on a release. There is nothing wrong with that. That doesn't make them not a real collector. You guys, what is a real collector? I am still trying to figure this thing out. I do not get that sort of mentality, where it comes from and why people sit here and say it. Now, this isn't something big that I hear all the time. It's every now and then I hear somebody say, oh, you're not a real collector because X reason. That mentality needs to stop. We are all in this hobby for one purpose, and that's because we love movies. We buy the movies that we enjoy to watch, most of us, countless amounts of times. I don't know how many times I hear people say, man, I got this super huge collection. Some of it is still shrink wrapped, and I be wanting to watch it, but every time I go browse through my collection, I always pull out a title that, I've watched a million times. It's hard to grab these titles that we haven't watched and open them up. And I'm known for it also, because sometimes you just want to sit down. You know what type of experience that you want to have in that moment for that hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, however long it is. So you're going to go to that movie that you're most comfortable with because you want a certain reaction at that time. So you may go to your favorite movie, whether it's Saving Private Ryan, The Matrix, any title that it is, you're going to gravitate towards that because it's going to fulfill that feeling that you have, that you want to get out of watching a movie at that point in time. And there's nothing wrong with it. We all got a back catalog of titles that we still need to get to. But there does come that certain point where you have to question yourself like, man, I might need to slow this down so I can at least try to open up some of this stuff and give it a watch. Because what's the point of me having it? Now, everybody's not in it for the same reason far as collecting. You may just not care about having stuff in shrink wrap and never watching it. You can just continue on with your collecting. But me, I sit back a lot of times and I'm like, man, I have not opened this stuff up. I have not watched it. Why do I keep buying stuff? I need to slow down. This stuff is not going to go anywhere. Yes, would I like the slipcover or the steelbook? Certainly, but the title itself is more than likely not going to go anywhere unless it's extremely limited edition, which we already kind of know what those releases are going to be. So you can go ahead and grab it. But other than that, it's like most of these titles are not going anywhere. You'll be able to buy them at any point in time. So hold off if you can, if you're willing. But you guys, this was just a little quick rant that I just wanted to say because that's something that always baffled me is, what is a real collector? What makes someone a real collector? Aren't we all real collectors? In my eyes, we are, because we got exactly what we want in our collection. We're spending our money how we want to spend it. No matter whether it's your all 4K collector, you still haven't jumped onto the 4K format. You buy based off packaging, you buy based off the studio that's releasing, whether it's like Sony or all Kinos or Warner Brothers, anything like that. You know, to me, there is no such thing as a real collector. Enjoy the hobby, man. Love it while it's still around for us to be able to grab these titles that we love. But it's your boy 4K D-Ray. This is the Last Format Podcast. If you enjoy these videos, definitely hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, man, what are you waiting on? Hit that subscribe button right now so you can get those notifications when something new drops.